supernatural dreams are fueling Christian revival in Uzbekistan. Now, what I find beautiful and encouraging personally is you're seeing such a move of God in these final moments at the end, pouring out His Spirit on all flesh, and especially in tortured and persecuted areas where Christians suffer with their very lives if they turn to Jesus Christ. And we are seeing a movement of God that is off the charts, and it's amazing. In Bukhara, a city revered in Islam for more than 2,000 years of history and home to the region's oldest mosque, so an Islamic stronghold, a small but determined group of Christians is worshipping, praying, and sharing the gospel with boldness and courage. If they can do that in such a hostile environment where it could cost them their family, their jobs, their lives, how are we still struggling to find the boldness to go and share the gospel of Jesus Christ? Nestled among ancient architecture and bustling bazaars, house churches are emerging. So like the first early church, hidden from public view, but alive with whispered worship and bold faith. Although Christians make up less than 0.3% of the population, there are signs of openness and spiritual hunger emerging among the Uzbeks. In Bukhara, worship pastor Alex leads 3 house churches. He says music plays a powerful role in helping Muslims open their hearts. We are witnessing how God is miraculously touching people's lives, he says. We sit on the floor, we share tea, we sing, and this just takes my words away. This is the beautiful piece. We sing and we explain how Jesus touched our lives. Many Muslims tell us about dreams that they've had of Jesus. I will give you dreams and visions when He pours out His Spirit. We're seeing that. He's pouring it out and He's giving them dreams and visions, and He is appearing to them and dealing with the situation. One man told Alex, I saw Jesus in a dream. He showed me His hands. I saw the nail-pierced prints, and He said, come to me. How precious is that? And they get together and they discuss amongst each other how Jesus touched their lives. How often do we get together and discuss on a weekly basis, how did Jesus touch your life? What did God do for you this week? Share with us the excitement and the hope and how real He's moving in your life so that we may be encouraged in similar situations and growth can be inspired. In the countryside outside Tashkent, believers hike miles through rugged mountains to gather in home churches. One such gathering includes Uzbeks, Kazakhs, Russians, South Koreans, and others. They hike through rugged mountains and rough terrain for miles just to get to a house church and share about Jesus and experience worshiping God. We have people that go, oh, Saturday was rough. Don't think I'm going to have the energy to go to Sunday service for an hour. Just, no, I'll skip this week. But people are so hungry for God, they would hike miles through rugged mountains to get to that church and sit and learn and feast on the Word of God. We need to start really getting into it the way we should. Like the early church, we should be willing to hike miles to spend time with fellow believers and encourage one another and build one another up and worship the living God openly and strongly with boldness, and then take that hope and that message to the nations because time is up. This is just one story of many stories. God bless. Keep looking up. Shalom.